A couple of audio sound bites here before we go to the break. This is Bloomberg Television, All Due Respect. John Heilemann speaking with his co-host, Mark Halperin, about Trump's call for a total, complete shutdown of Muslims entering. By the way, hang on just a second. May I remind everybody, the United States of America shut down the immigration of everybody from 1924 to 1965. Everybody. Everybody. It didn't matter who. Nobody legally got in. 1924, 1965. A, we've done it. There's precedent. B, we can do it because we did it. C, do you know why we did it? Because there had been so much immigration prior, we needed to assimilate all those immigrants who were here to become Americans. That's what's not happening now. FDR was Trump on steroids. FDR actually did what Trump's talking about with the Japanese and some others. And he's one of the greatest guys in Democrat Party history to this day. FDR. And then, ladies and gentlemen, can I read a headline to you from thehill.com? If I were Trump, I'd get this story and I'd turn it right around on Obama and Loretta Lynch. And I'd do it today while everybody's focusing on what he supposedly said it's outrageous. No room in America for Christian refugees. TheHill.com. Right here it is, folks. Want to hear the first paragraph? You're staring at me like you can't believe it. We are actually, the Obama administration is not allowing Christian refugees into the country. Two stories. At the end of World War II, the Jewish survivors of Europe's Holocaust found that nearly every door was closed to them. Tell Me Where I Can Go was a popular Yiddish song at the time. Decades later, i.e. today, the Christians of the Middle East face the same problem, and the Obama administration is keeping the door shut. This is not National Review. This is not Breitbart. This is thehill.com. Standard, ordinary, everyday, drive-by media membership card. America is about to accept 9,000 Syrian Muslims, refugees of the brutal war between the Assad regime and its Sunni opposition, which includes ISIS, Al-Qaeda, and various other militias. That number is predicted to increase every year. There are no Christian refugees that will be admitted. Why? Because the State Department is adhering with the rigidity of a Soviet-era bureaucracy to the rule that only people at risk from massacres launched by the regime qualify for refugee status. The rapes of Christian women and the butchery of Christian children do not count. No matter how moved Americans were this Christmas season by the plight of their fellow Christ followers in Syria and Iraq, no matter how horrific the visuals of beheadings, enslavement, and mass murder, the Christians fleeing death in Syria do not engender the compassion of this president and do not qualify for refugee status. And you know why? Because the Christians are being raped, tortured, and murdered by militias, not by the Syrian government. The Syrian government is not the source of the discrimination, if you will. So this technicality condemns Syrian Christians to continue to be victims without hope. And this technicality is being adhered to with all the tenacity with which FDR's State Department manipulated quotas and created subterfuges to keep out the Jews fleeing the oppression of Nazi Germany. We've seen in the last several weeks that President Obama has no difficulty using his phone and his pen, as he dramatically boasts, to circumvent the law. When it comes to immigration, he had no difficulty enacting an amnesty that a federal judge subsequently ruled unconstitutional. He's had no problem circumventing Congress to change a relationship with Cuba. This president has shown that he will push back on the constraints of law when he wants to get something done. No room in America for America's Christians. Another story, San Diego Union Tribune. Iraqi Christian refugees to be deported, according to ICE. Details are coming up. Hang in there, be tough. We'll be right back.